loving legends, to another episode of Was It Worth It Whisky. And today we're going to look at the Jura Seven Wood. There it is. So it's a NAS, non-age statement whisky. It's 42%. Seven Wood, let me just pour some. Seven Wood being that it was matured in bourbon barrels. And then they went off and they picked 7 different French casks from different French regions like Vosges, Jupilles, Allier, Tronçais, Limousin. My French is very, very bad. I think there's another one too, but you get the idea. So matured in bourbon barrels and then finished in 7 different casks from 7 different parts of France, basically. Idea sounds pretty bloody good, really, doesn't it? Yes. Well, I guess we'll see. So, let's get into it a bit. Just warm it up a bit. It's a bit chilly today. So nose, straight away I get a bit of a maltness, a little bit of malt. I get a chocolate, a bit of toffee apple in there. Bit of a fairy floss or candied cotton candy, have you say? Fairy floss cotton candy. And there is a different, it's like sour lollies or maybe sour cherries, some sort of, I'm smelling something sour, which is odd, but that's what I get it is. Not a bad sour, like I said, like sour lollies or sour cherries or something like that. Not bad. There's a bit of alcohol notes on it, so it is a NAS. We don't know how old it is, and I can smell a little bit of youth to it per se. It is funny that it comes at 42%. I was thinking about that when I first was trying it. I was thinking, why would they make it 42%? Such an odd idea. And the only thing I can think of is that in their minds, a premium whiskey like the Seven Wood is, because it's not cheap, it's like on the premium side, it's not their run-of-the-mill whiskey. It can't be at 40%, I'm guessing, so they made it 42%. But why wouldn't they make it 43% or 46%? I don't know, but 42% is what it is. Really doesn't add much to it, I don't think. But that's enough of mine. Let's go for the taste. So the palate, it's like a sweet sugar syrup straight up. I get a good crack of spices. There's some caramel in there, a slight maltiness. It's kind of, have another taste of it. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's complex, but there's something in there, maybe even a bit of that too much. Maybe there's so much integration of the different casks that you can't quite pick out the individual complexities to it. It ends up making it a little bit non-complex, but not bad. On the finish, I get like a tannins, like the sour tannins. The tannins like when you bite down a grape seed. It's not overly yummy. It's not overly horrible. It's not overly yummy. It's a dry, short finish. And maybe I get a bit of burnt caramel, but it definitely dries out my mouth. Like my mouth's kind of, dry. So, you know what? I kind of expected a bit more because I did a review on the Jura 10 a while ago, and for the price that came up pretty well, and so I was kind of expecting a little bit more from the Jura 7 Wood. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an okay drop, but let's give it a score, and let's give it a was it worth it score, and we'll see what I think it's worth anyway. So on the nose, I'm going to give it 86 points. The nose is, it's pretty reasonable, pretty nice nose. The palate, I'm going to give it 83 points. And the finish, I'm going to give it an 81 point, giving a total average score of 83 points, which is in the 80s. So it's drinkable. It's not a bad whiskey. It's not that I wouldn't drink it. But is it worth it? And so for this bottle, it cost £50. Not this one, but this bottle cost £50 or 135 Australian dollars or 80 USD. So for 83 points, you know, I would be expecting not to pay that much. So I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 and a thumbs down. That's for the Jura 7 Wood. Like I said, it's not undrinkable. It's not a horrible whiskey. It's 83. But for £50, I think we can do a lot better. And I think if you see this one and you're thinking about it, or if you tried the Jura 10 and you go, geez, the Jura 10 wasn't too bad. I bet that Jura bloody 7 would be okay, just as I thought so. Maybe best to spend your money elsewhere and go looking somewhere else. Just my thought. Anyway, till next time, see you, mate. Ciao.